I'm doing part two, things I've experienced in life and things I've learned, and things I've experienced as a Christian and things I've learned. This is requested. I don't get very many requests or very many requests for longer videos. So when I do, I definitely take them as compliments and I will more than likely fulfill requests. So I'm going to get right into this. I wrote down a lot of these things that I've experienced and learned, and I'm not going to be able to get to all of them, but I will get to as many of them as I can. And in part one, I covered 4 things. So now in part two, I am currently on number 5. And number 5 is don't spend $30 to save 10 cents. And I will give you some examples. I've known people who will drive to the next town over because gas is a couple of cents cheaper. I thought, really? You're going to spend all that money on gas just to get over there and back? Then the wear and tear on your car, to me, it's not worth it. Another example, I've seen people who will go around all the grocery stores in town to save 5 cents on a can of green beans. To me, that's not worth it. I go to one grocery store. Whatever's on sale is on sale, and whatever's not isn't. Number 6, it is good to live a low maintenance life because life is complicated and it's stressful. So if there's anything I can do to make my life more low maintenance, I'm going to do it. Number 7, real true religion is all about love. It's not about paying tithes or talking in tongues or sitting in church every Sunday, going through the motions of all these church customs. Real religion, like I said, is all about love. It's treating people good. It's treating the people at work good. Treating the people in your family good. Taking care of the sick. Feeding the hungry. Clothing the naked. Number 8, be positive and happy. Happiness is a choice. Positivity is a choice. So why would we choose something that's bad and stressful when we can be happy? Number 9, cut ties if need be. If there's someone that is just bringing you down and controlling you and just making your life miserable, cut ties. Number 10, buy the Girl Scout cookies or whatever it is those little kids are selling. Buy it from them. When I look back, I wish I had bought all those things that those kids were selling. If I had done that, would I be any poorer today because I spent $10? No, I wouldn't have even noticed that $10. I wish I had have made all those little kids happy and bought whatever it was they were selling. Now, sometimes I did, but sometimes I didn't. And I wish I had done it every time. Number 11, don't be jealous or arrogant. So, like, let's say you're smart in math, for example, and somebody else you know doesn't get math. So you decide, oh, I'm better than she is, and you be arrogant. And then you find out that same person who doesn't understand math can put together tables and chairs. She can build houses, and you can't do that. Then you realize she has talents that you don't have. So, my point is, everybody has talents. Not everybody's talents are the same, but that's the way it's supposed to be, because in this world, we need all different types of people to be able to do different types of things. So, don't think you're better than someone just because you can do something and they can't, because I guarantee you they can do something that you can't. One time I was taking a class, this was a long time ago before I found this out, that we are not supposed to be jealous or arrogant. A long time ago, I was taking this class and I made perfect scores. I got it. It was so easy for me. And there was this other lady that didn't get it, and I didn't understand why she didn't get it. It's so easy. And then we had this party at the end, and she brought in this homemade torte. It was like 5 layers, and the layers were so thin, and that torte was so good. It's like, how did you do this? How did you make this torte from scratch? And I guarantee any arrogance I had, I didn't have it anymore. She didn't get the bookwork, but she could make that torte. It was amazing. I didn't know how she did it. I couldn't do it. So I know now, do not be arrogant and do not be jealous. When God gave out gifts and talents, He was equal and fair across the board the way I saw it. Everybody got talents. Everybody got gifts. So, yeah, I know I have talents, but I also know that other people have talents that I don't have. So, you don't have to worry about me being arrogant or jealous of somebody else's talents. I'm not arrogant about my own, and I'm not jealous about anybody else's, because I know we all have them, and God gave us those gifts, and He can take them away as easy as He gave them. And also, while I'm at it, I will mention Romans 12. That talks about some gifts that God gives people, and not everybody has all the gifts, but some people have some of these gifts. Well, everybody's got at least one gift, but nobody has all of these gifts. And I think that is just so cool that God talks about these different gifts that people have. And in fact, there's a book called Discover Your God-Given Gifts, where the authors, Don and Katie Fortune, studied people over several years of that have these gifts that are mentioned in Romans 12. And they notice the people with certain gifts have similar personality traits. And I think that is just so cool that God gives us all different gifts. Well, enough about that. Number 12. Appreciate and write down and even share all the epiphanies you've had, all the interventions with the Holy Spirit, anything God's done supernaturally to take care of you. Now, when I say share these, don't share all of them. Only share the ones that you can share. Some of these are personal between you and God, so don't share those. But the ones that you can share, share them or write them down and appreciate them. And I think most everybody has had epiphanies or situations to where God has intervened in their life supernaturally and taken care of them. And since I'm telling you to share, maybe I should share. I won't share very many because I've got to get on to the next item. But while I'm here, I will share an epiphany that I had. One time I was driving down the road and all of a sudden felt full. Now, in my past, I was empty and I felt so full. I said, I don't need or want anything. I'm full. It's amazing. Now, number 13. Love, love, love like you've never loved before. Love your kids. Love people, whether it be people at work, whether it be your neighbor, whether it just be people in the world. Realize that they are precious. Love your kids. Realize how lucky you are to have your kids, your grandkids. They are made by God. They are handmade by God. They've got God's DNA in them. You can choose to love or not to love. And when you love, it just is just so sweet. So just love. If you've never loved before, just start loving now. Number 14. You don't need to prove yourself or impress anyone or be so-called cool. In fact, you impress more people more deeply by just being you, by having the confidence to know that you are okay just as you are. You don't have to lie or act cool or be heard in order to get someone to like you. In the long run, they will like you more if you are just you, if you are just the person God made you to be. You don't have to impress anybody. Number 15, be a minimalist in all areas, in clothes, in stuff, in food and eating. Stuff is stressful. Taking care of stuff is stressful. Having too many clothes or shoes is stressful. Having a complicated life is stressful. So it's just best to be a minimalist. I remember when I had my first baby, I thought, oh gosh, I got to buy all this stuff for. It is amazing how little stuff you need when you have a baby. And that's just an example. I bought all this unnecessary stuff. And then when I had my last baby, I'd already gotten rid of all that stuff. When I had my last baby, I didn't buy anything. She had a couple of outfits, and that was it. Number 16, have time for people. Most people is only in your life for a very short time. Even your kids, they're kids only for a very short time. Have time for them. Spend time for them. Go to lunch with them. Play games with them. If someone died, go to their memorial service. I remember one time at one of my jobs, someone had died, and I went to their memorial service. And this other lady at work, I was telling her about it, and she said, "Oh, I wish I had come. I just didn't stop long enough to come." And she wished that she had come. Well, she's not going to get another opportunity. The lady's not going to die again. Number 17, be calm. Be nice, but not overly nice to where it's uncomfortable. Be a good listener and a minimal responder. Don't talk over people. Don't do drama. Just be calm and cool. Number 18. Don't marry someone if they don't respect you. They're not going to change. They're just going to get worse. Number 19. You are not a blob. You are worthy, you count, you matter. Everybody else is the same way. Nobody is a blob. Everybody is handmade by God. Everybody has God's DNA in them. Everybody is important. Everybody is precious. Number 20, you need self care. You need to take breaks. Your self care is different from other people's, because we're all different. If you just need to go take a nap, or you need to just go read a magazine, you need some type of self care. And you need breaks. Your life can't be all work and no play. Number 21, have fun experiences. Now, I know I don't have the money to go to Disney World and do all these extravagant fun things. I have been to Disney World a long time ago, but I know now I can't do fun things like that. I have to do cheap fun things. And my definition of fun things is different than somebody else's. But do have fun experiences, even if it's nothing more than just taking a break and reading a magazine or going to the local museum or whatever it is. Have some fun experiences, even if it's eating ice cream.